Why not? Try again. I'm live. All right. I made it. Thank God. I am so sorry, guys. And I know you're not here because you are probably over on the other one that I had scheduled. So now I'm going to let everybody know to come here. Be right back if you arrive while I'm over there. Say something. Okay. Please come on over to the one that is live currently. Let's see if this works. Hey, Herman. Hi. Oh, thank God. People are finding me. Oh, Justin, Mr. Greenbody. Hi. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, I'm so excited. That was so frustrating. I had no idea what I was doing. I thought I had it all set up and scheduled, but I did not know how to do the more complicated way. This is just like going right to the camera way. I didn't realize I needed an encoder, so that's for next time. I went simple. So hopefully everyone can find me. If you guys don't mind, please tweet out the stream. Hey, Michael, so much for coming. I love you too. I love you, Monica. I know you're there. Thank you. Now I can breathe at least. I got to you guys. I'm like, holy cannoli, I'm late for a very important date. So I have some questions that are on my Twitter that I forgot to copy down, so I'm just going to find them real quick. If anybody has any questions for me, please feel free to ask them because I'm here and I will gladly answer any questions. I was surprised at the questions that I did get. I opened a door, did not realize what I was opening by saying any questions at all. I'm good with the questions, but they're definitely different questions that I sort of expected. One was if you could, can't even find it at the moment. One was if you could make one rule that everyone had to follow, what rule would that be if everybody had to follow it in the world? And that was a really good question. I'll give the answer in a minute. And the other was, I gotta find it. Where is it? I don't want to bore you guys looking for questions. That's just silly, right? I will find it. I know I will. In the meantime, I'll talk to you about the other thing that I had planned that unfortunately I didn't get it done in time. But that's okay because it does not mean that it's not going to get on my channel. I have a whole bunch of songs that I had set up for people to join, to do duets, to collaborate with. And I have a wide variety of people that actually did join them. And I'm looking forward to sharing them. I'm going to put them into some sort of like a, what do you call it? I'm trying to think. I have too many things on my Twitter. My Twitter's just buried in stuff. Forget that. Oh, hey, Susan, you made it. But there's such a wide variety of people and songs and voices that joined. Justin joined every single one I put out. Thank you, Justin. I think I'm going to make like a, what's the word I'm looking for? If you guys can think of the word that I am thinking of right now, you're going to get bonus points for putting it in the chat, okay? It's when you take something and you combine it with a bunch of other things to make one thing. Sort of like a collaboration, only I'm going to take everybody's different versions of the songs. Hi, Wawia. Thank you for coming. Welcome. I'm going to combine it with everybody's songs versions into one. So you get to hear. Hi, Bobby. So you get to hear the different ways it all came out because I love how every single one ends up being slightly different. And if I put them all in together, I thought it would be really neat. So I'm going to do that for sure. And if anybody is on Smule and has not yet joined these songs, there is still time because, of course, I'm running behind as usual. So please feel free. And if you want to get on Smule or you're on there and you can't find me, I am Timey Wimey Girl 7 there, just as my full name sort of is here. Hey, Nature Bound, welcome to the stream. I'm so excited. It's my stream now. I have the power. Thank you. I was just telling everybody I was running a little late because I did not realize that I needed to have a hi Funko Nerd Stark. I needed to have the thing that runs everything here. So that'll be for next time. I've downloaded OBS, but I have no clue how to use it yet. But I did record Pusa Studios tutorial on OBS the other day. So I am prepared to learn, which is good. I think it's important that we all are prepared to learn, right? I did want to talk to you guys about something. I'm going to be putting out a video soon about the Worldwide Collab and everything that everybody did. Oh, please, Nature Bound. You know I love you. And now my brain's just gone again. Vid Summit 2018, the contest. I'm going to be putting my networking that I was supposed to do last week that I never got to, and that I'm just being patient with myself. And it's going to come out this week. And what it's going to do is I'm going to be putting out a special video. It will include my reaction to the contest. It will include a little snippet about every single person that was in the Worldwide Collab, because I think that it's really important. It was amazing. The experience was amazing. And every single person that was in that, they were all great people. And we each could learn something from one another, no matter what our experience is, no matter how long we've been on YouTube or not been on YouTube. Everybody brings something to the table. And I think that it's really important, especially here on YouTube. You find that there are people that, yeah, it was fantastic. I had so much, I did not know what I was getting into with that. I really didn't, but I had so much fun with it. And I was very, very lucky and blessed to be in the right place at the right time and stumble right into it and just trip over everybody there. Yeah, I was late getting things in. It was fun. I had a good time. Less than 12 hours to get everything done in, and I've never done anything like that before. Brand new to me. Hey, She Skates, thank you for coming. But I think here, especially on YouTube, it's really important that when you find a channel, when you find a community of people that are kind, because that for me is the biggest thing. Kind, real people that really are there for each other, that really have each other's backs. Thank you, Bobby. Don't make me blush. They really have each other's backs, And I think it's important to share those people. You don't want to, I had an experience recently that I'm not going to go into who, because that's just not right. But somebody wasn't who I thought they were. And I would never, when I refer somebody to you, I'm saying it's okay to go to them. I'm saying it's safe. I'm saying they're kind. I'm saying they're fabulous people. So for me, it's really important that the people that I do refer people to are all of those things. And every single person that is on my networking list are those things. Every single person that's on my networking list is each in their own way a part of the community, but each different at the same time. And it's really, it's fantastic because they all support each other, even if they're not directly involved in that particular community. And each community is so unique and amazing and wonderful. And I've been touched by so many people. And you guys are you're all fantastic. And I do love you guys. If it weren't for you guys, I really would have given up. I had gotten to the point with my Project 365 where I made this commitment, and I did it because I love to sing. And I'd been literally in a bed or a chair for 5 years, and I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. My whole life had been turned upside down, and it was hell. It really was. It was hell. I was in pain constantly. Hey, Maria, the Dancing Queen. Welcome to the live stream, my first ever, celebrating my Project 365 coming to a completion. Weaves an instant. I love you guys. I'm getting rated on my first stream. Get out of town. Rebecca and Dottie. Yay. So I was just telling everybody about how my project came about. Hey, Kels. Isn't it? It really is amazing. Here, I'll tell you a little story. And I think everybody sort of knows at this point, but if you don't know, and I'm going to have a cigarette, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to, I want one. But if you don't know, it's really uplifting. Hey, Night Shame. Thank you for coming to my humble little stream. Weaves, thank you. And Muff Pie Productions, what a lovely name you have. I can't stop now. Now I'm going to have to breathe. Hi, Sharon. Thank you for coming, honey. Welcome home. I love that name. Hi, Donna. Thank you. Rebecca. Oh, goodness gracious. You guys, you got me all verklempt now, see? Hey, Mel. Thank you for coming. Welcome, welcome. Wow. Just wow. Can you guys hear me, by the way? I probably should have checked that. Because it only shows one dot here. Well, thank you, Maria. Yes, good. Okay. Because I'm speaking and it's only one dot on my little microphone thing. I'm like, uh-oh. Normally, I speak too loud. Surprise, surprise. I know. Kids, do not smoke. It is bad for you. It is a vice that I have, and I will just have to, deal with it. And there's no weird noises coming around anywhere. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate the love. Thank you. I love finding funky like glasses and hair, obviously. Okay, so let me go back to my story if I can remember where I was. Let's see. So I was bedbound, and then I was able to sing again. And having fibro changed my entire life. I went from being a sociable person I worked full time. I worked my butt off. I was always working. I was always working, and I mean, too much. I really was. My life was all about making sure that I supported my 3 kids, and they had food and a roof over their heads, and all the bills were paid. And I literally had just gotten to the point in my career where I got enough raises that I was just getting all my bills paid without borrowing from Peter to pay Paul or vice versa. And that was what it was. And then I reached for something at work, and I had from 1992 until this point, which had been 20 years almost, it was 18 years, I had pain that I thought was coming from my spine. And I thought I caught my back going out, but I found out later it wasn't. It was nerve damage in my neck. And that nerve damage had, my back would go out, and I'd be out of it for maybe a week, maybe 2. I'd miss some work. I really made myself very indispensable at work, though, because when you're a single parent of 3 kids, you're not taking your sick days for you. You're taking them for your kids. You're taking them for school trips. You're taking them for your kids are sick. They're teenagers. They're getting in trouble, things like that. So I made sure I was the best at what I did. I was an office manager for medical and dental offices. And thank you, Muff Pie. And I my specialty was insurance claim processing. Every single office I ever worked at, I increased their income by 25% just by collecting what the insurance company was supposed to pay. And so I was very good at my job. I was great at my job. But I worked a lot. Left my house at 7 a.m. I didn't get home till 8, 9 o'clock at night. And that was like 4 or 5 times a week, depending on the week, Yeah. So, Zana's got me. And I basically raised my kids on my own for the most part. I mean, there was a couple of years in the middle where I had somebody in my life, but, and of course my husband, we've been together for 12 years, but he came in when they were teens, by then they were really sort of little humans getting in trouble, but, it still was the financial was on me. It was my responsibility of my children, and I was raising them. And, then I reached for something one day at work and my back went out and it didn't go back in. And I finally went to the doctor. I got insurance first immediately. I went to the doctor, and after many, many tests, we discovered that it was, oh yeah, I'm a mom of 3 young adults. After lots of testing, they found out that it was nerve damage, not my spine, because I went in going, cut me open, fix this, make it go away. I don't care. I'm ready for my operation. Because when I left my ex, my daughter was less than a year old. And I wasn't about to have back surgery at that time. Heck no. My neighbor had it, and it didn't go so good. She got worse. So I wasn't going to take that chance with 2 in diapers, And ultimately, it turned out that it wasn't just the nerve damage. What had happened was the nerves, thank you, Michael, the nerves became hypersensitive in my neck. And that over the course of that time period sent my nervous system into hypersensitivity, which is exactly what fibromyalgia is. And hey, Simply Shannon, welcome, welcome. Shannon knows what I'm talking about. Shannon also has fibromyalgia. So at that point, I stuck around longer than I should have. My doctor told me, he tried to prepare me. He goes, I want you to know you're probably not going to go to work. You're probably going to have to stop working at some point. And I'm like, no, I'll tough it out. 20 years I've been dealing with this. I have a very, high tolerance for pain. I can do this. And 6 months later, he said, I want you to stop working. And I said, no, I can do this. But neither one of us believed me at that point. And 6 months after that is when I had to stop working. I had no choice. And from that point forward, I was no longer going on my hikes. Even before then, I couldn't go hiking in the woods anymore. I couldn't go fishing anymore. I wasn't going to karaoke. I wasn't even singing. I couldn't sing. There wasn't enough air in my lungs to sing. I was in too much pain. And then we moved. We moved down here. Gotcha. The only thing I would say about that, Mel, is that especially now, just a quick note, Mel was saying, you guys can read the chat. You don't need me to read it to you. Especially now as doctors are getting more and more, thank you, Susan. It's no longer a catch-all for anything. You know what I mean? They actually have a way to narrow it down to determine whether or not you actually have fibro. And if it's not fibro, it can be any number of things from Lyme disease to a, what do you call it? When you can't eat good stuff like bread. Gluten intolerance. There we go. I found the words. Look at me. Gotcha. But now that they know that they can now, they really can figure out whether or not you have it or not, there is a lot more options for treatment too. And that's another thing that if you're not familiar with what my treatment is, please check. I have in my vlog, because I know we're not going to have enough time tonight to go into all that. Plus, we want to have some fun, right, guys? But hey, Emmanuel. Okay, Muff Pie, you have a good night. I'll be around. I'm actually considering doing these once a week, so I'm not sure what night, but look for me. I'll let you know once I know when I pin it down. Hey, Weaves, I'm so glad you're still here. Okay, so we moved to Florida because up north in the winter, I couldn't even get out of bed. It was hell. There's no other way to describe it. It just was really bad all the time. There was no relief no matter what I was doing. And then we moved down here, and there are some weird laws here in Florida that I have to be honest, I'm not very happy about. And it's not a matter of even because the treatment I was on when I got here, I'm not on anymore. So those laws don't affect me anymore. Hey, Yankee, thank you for coming, sweetie. It's a matter of, in Florida, they tell the doctors how much medication they can prescribe for what disease the patient has, regardless of the individual patient. And there's this thing called the Hippocratic Oath that says that you are taking an oath that says absolutely you will take each individual person into case. Each case is individual, and you will look at every person as an individual, and you will treat them as such. And this law is actually violating that Hippocratic Oath, and that's where my problem with it lies. When I got here, the other thing that had occurred before we moved, and before I say anything further, please know I'm okay. Certain things that have happened are no longer an issue at all. Other things, it's completely benign and I'm fine. So I've learned to preface what I'm about to say with that because I didn't do that and I scared somebody bad one time and I didn't mean to do so at all. I said everything and then I said that part and they're like, oh my God, why didn't you say that first, And so for me, before we moved here, I also had breast cancer. Hi, Michael. And I was diagnosed with breast cancer, had double mastectomy, and I am 100% cancer-free as of the time of the mastectomy. So when I went through all of that, they had increased my pain medication because, you're going through a double mastectomy and you are severely fibromyalgia. You have severe fibromyalgia and you're having a double mastectomy. You're going through all the surgery and everything. With all of that, honestly, I needed a higher dose of medication. So they gave me a higher dose of medication. That being said, I had always had this thing with my doctor. And I'm looking at the chat while I talk to you guys. Sorry, I'm not looking right at you. I had always had this thing with my doctor. The rule was this. I have relatives that are have addiction issues. I have had people that I loved that have had addiction issues. I did not want to end up being one of those people. So I was really careful. And whenever and I don't remember if I said hi to Michael Malloy, so I'm saying hi Michael Malloy. Hi, HSFL. I'm so sorry. I did not see you here. I missed you here. Hi, Harmony. I'm just going to keep stopping. Don't mind me. Okay. So I had this thing with my doctor. If I felt loopy, high, anything like that with my medication. That was my line. I had to lower my meds. And I would rather be in pain than be high. Have a good night, Susan. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Thank you for coming. That was the deal. You know, I wasn't looking to have live my life like a zombie. I'd rather be in more pain than be high. So I always had lowered my pain medication on my own if I got to that point. And after my surgeries were all done, my doctor looked at me and he said, "How are you feeling?" And I said, "I'm okay. I'm not too bad. You know, I'm not feeling too much pain. You know, it's not unmanageable. You know, I am what I am, but it's not unmanageable." And he went, "You know what? I'm not lowering your medication because you seem to be doing a little bit better and you're not high, right?" I'm like, "No, I'm not high." He goes, "Yeah, I know." So at that point, what happened was we kept me at that level, and we had doubled my pain medication when I had the breast cancer. So when I moved down here, I come to find out I'm double the legal limit down here. Hey, Teeth Rog, thank you for coming. And so they started cutting back on my pain meds. And I looked at my husband. I said, "You know, I moved away from 2 of my kids to be down here. And I'm starting to feel the same amount of pain as I was up there. What the heck is going on here? This was not the point of moving. You know, I could have just stayed there and been in pain." And I got a new doctor. I switched doctors within the practice because I didn't like the one I had. And in switching, this one new doctor that came to the practice started talking about this treatment. Now, I had looked into this treatment back in Jersey, and my doctor was not familiar with it, so he wanted to find out more. He was always very thorough, looked into things, anything I brought to him, but he didn't know about it, so he wanted to look into it more. Then I moved. Well, the doctor here apparently knew about it. I didn't realize even that's what she was switching me to. And it's called LDN. And they did a study in 2004, I think it was. I put that inside my vlog. But I mean, it's a long time ago. And patients with fibromyalgia, it reduced every single patient in the study's pain by 30%. So if you have severe fibro, you're still going to be in pain, but it's not going to be as bad. And if you have less, I mean, I can't say, but I would imagine that if you have a less severe form, that it might even give you back part of your life that you gave up. And once I got on that treatment, oh my God, I hope so, girl. I really do. I hope so. That is fantastic news, Shannon. Yes. My job here is done. No, I'm not leaving YouTube, but oh my God, I'm so happy. So, you know, once I got on that treatment, it started to work, and all of a sudden I'm in my kitchen and I'm doing dishes, which even though I will complain about doing them because I don't feel like I should be the only one doing them, and I hate doing them. At the same time, I don't really complain because there was a point where I couldn't even do them. I stood in my kitchen doing dishes, and all of a sudden I caught myself singing. And the joy I felt in that moment lasted for, a few minutes. And then I was a little bittersweet because I was so thankful for it. Don't get me wrong. But my life hasn't changed so much that I can go to karaoke on Tuesday night and Wednesday night and Thursday night, It's not that different. But then I remembered I had a YouTube channel I wasn't doing anything with. And I went, I did a Project 365 with photography that helped me to get out of a really big depression when I first lost everything with my fibro. That's my husband texting me, asking me to lower my voice. Well, we'll see. If you guys can't hear me, then it's no. You can make the TV louder. I'm going to tell him so. Actually, hang on. Because he has that TV pretty loud usually. Okay. So I apologize. I have taken care of that now. So then, you know, that helped me to feel more like I had some self-worth. Hey, Miss Kathy. Thank you for coming, honey. It helped me to have some self-worth back when I did the pictures. It helped me to feel not so depressed when I was laying in bed and couldn't do anything. And in that year, I took over 1,600 photographs. Now, I knew I wasn't going to have over 1,600 songs here. But I committed to posting at least 365 songs right here on this channel within a year. And today, if you didn't know, I posted my 365th song. I finished a little early because it doesn't end for another, let's see how many days until the first, another week. Wow, I'm a week early. A week early. And I wasn't able to sing for a month because I had an upper respiratory infection in the middle of December. I'm very proud of myself. Thank you, Daddy. I really am. I mean, I almost gave up. I did. And that's what I was saying. When I got sick, when I had that upper respiratory infection, I came back and I'm like, there's my relatives watching me, my uncle and my brother-in-law, and that's it. And no, but I had 22 people watching me, 22 subscribers until I tried to do that evil thing. We're not going to say the name of it. The thing that I recommend you go to these channels I recommended that I have on my channel, all those networking channels, those channels. The thing that I learned the hard way to not do before I learned how to network, that thing. And then I had, you know, when I did that, I gained 100 subscribers and quickly lost a quarter of them. So that did really great things for that algorithm on YouTube, didn't it? And then I was invited to come into the community, and I was interviewed on a channel here. And that was the beginning of meeting everybody and learning that the best way to meet people is to meet people. You know, the best, just like in real life, you know, out here, it's all real, I think. I mean, YouTube's real. It's just a different format. It's just not in person. Oh, you'll get there, Dottie. Don't worry. You will definitely get there, Dottie. Don't worry. And think of it this way. When you do it on Smule, just imagine that you are singing to your friends, singing to your family, because whatever you don't like, you can always delete. Hey, Kit Kat, thank you for stopping by, honey. I appreciate it. So yeah, and now that I have learned, I'm getting rated again, a second rate. Thank you, holy crap. Wow, thank you guys. I am very, very honored. I appreciate it so much. Wow, really. This is exciting. I just, if it weren't, that's awesome, Clint. Thank you. Everybody, whenever we are done here, I want you to go see Clint. because Clint rocks. And he is on that list of amazing people that are genuine and kind and real and truly will have your back. Trust me on this one. Hey, Jojo Walker. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. My Twitter is going bleeping over here. Let me lower the volume. Actually, I'm going to mute it for an hour. You know what that is, don't you? That's that hashtag worldwide collab. Because we still have that. We had all decided that we're not going anywhere, right, Clint? And we're going to grow it. And we're going to make it bigger. And we're going to continue to collaborate with each other and with others. And we're just going to keep collaborating and making our YouTube world be as big as the real world. Love you. Thank you. Aw, you guys are killing me. I'm not going to cry. I promised myself that. So that's not going to happen. There's no tears today. There's nothing but happiness and joy here today. So yeah, I did the 365 and I made it. And I'm so happy that I made it. And I am so blessed to have every single one of you be a part of it. Really, I mean it when I say that, because like I said, if it weren't for everybody here, if it weren't for all the support, if it weren't for you guys, actually, you come, you watch, you comment, you enjoy my music, and that's what it's always been about for me from the very beginning. This channel has always been about sharing the music. Joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? It's always been about sharing the music for me. It really has. And it was one of the, it's what made me feel so bittersweet was the fact that I couldn't share it. And then I could. And then no one was watching, really. I mean, not no one. I can't say no one, because Brian and my uncle, oh my God, they've been watching from the very beginning, and they've watched every single one. And their support has been never ending from the very, very beginning. Even when, I look back on those beginning videos, and those are painful. Those were painful to look back on now. Thank you, Teeth Frog. I appreciate it. That's why one of the things I like about linking those flashbacks that I was doing, I like linking the old ones in there, because it's true. The more you do something, the better you're going to get at it. And no matter, I feel like no matter how good you get, there's always going to be another level you can reach. And yes, obviously there's going to be a point where you reach the most that you can reach. You know what I'm saying? Like, you reach your plateau, the best that you can do. But even then, you can improve on your editing. You can improve on your song choices. You can improve on learning the best way to present yourself in certain songs. Even if you still can't hit that note, you can lower the range and you can hit it here, and it still sounds just as good. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Are we? Very cool. Very cool. I'm guessing that's the Paris song, right? Thank you, Donna. There have been so many songs this year that I have never even heard of. Emmanuel brought me the Paris one and said, I want to sing the song with you. Will you sing it with me? And I'm like, sure. Gotta find out what it is, but sure. And those Wild Card Wednesdays. Can somebody do me a favor? Actually, you know what? Let me do this. I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I don't have it that way. Somebody do me a favor. When you tweet out the stream, can you link Erica from Erica's Wacky World? I'm not sure where she is. I just know that if she's forgotten, she wants to be here. So if you could just make sure you throw her little tilde thing on there, please? Thank you. Erica is awesome. I love her so much. She has such a fantastic heart. It's just unbelievable how big her heart is. But I did see her this morning, and she said she was going to be here, and I don't want her to miss it. So, yeah, there's been so many songs that I didn't even know. That's what made me think of it, Wildcard Wednesday. Because Wildcard Wednesday was like when I finally started getting more organized with how I was doing it and choosing different days and doing different things on different days. That's okay, Emmanuel. Somebody else does. We know that. She makes all of us giggle, right? She's hysterical. And it's just, oh, I can't even. She's got me cracking up all the time. But she loves my Wildcard Wednesdays. Not to mention the Troublemaker Tuesdays. Those are always fun. Somebody's always getting in trouble or causing it. But yeah, those Wildcard Wednesdays were interesting because I can't tell you how many times I had no idea what the song was that came up. And I was like, okay, now I get to go and figure out what the song is, learn it, and sing it. And a lot of times, honestly, it was just a matter of sort of winging it. But I had a lot of fun with it. I really did. This entire project has been a blast. And if you didn't hear the news, my schedule is going to be changing. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Saturdays in my week in review. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome back. Saturdays will be my week in review. It does not mean that I won't sing on other days or that I won't post on other days. But what it does mean is I'm not committed to, because I absolutely have to. One of the things about this treatment is this. It literally it takes your body's endorphins and it increases them so that your body becomes your own pain relief. And in doing so, I don't get the early warning signs I used to get that say, stop, slow down, you shouldn't be doing this, And when you think, okay, well, my body's not saying nothing, let me keep going. And then all of a sudden you end up like I was 2 days ago. And for 2 days, I was just in agony and I couldn't move and I couldn't breathe. And I felt like I was right back in Jersey in the middle of winter. And I was in a chair, curled up in a ball. And I sure as heck wasn't singing those 2 days, So I definitely need to pay attention and make sure I'm not overdoing it like I did this last year. So it's okay. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturdays, and then you're here with me, Rebecca. Look at us, all transplants. Yeah, you know what it is? It's so hard, Mel. It's so hard when you know you shouldn't do it. You know you should slow down, but you don't want to. And any little piece we can grab back, we try to cling to it. You're right? Even though we know we shouldn't. And who was it that was going to come and steal my phone? Take my phone away from me and make me behave? Was that Sharon? Or was that you, Sharon? I'm trying to remember. There was a comment I did not respond to. I don't think I responded to it. I read it, but I didn't have a chance to respond to it. I was trying to think of the proper response. Someone was going to come and take my phone away from me if I didn't behave myself. In the best meaningful way, by the way. Hey, Pusa. Am I saying that right? Because that's how I've been saying it for a long time, and I don't know if I'm saying it right. Is it Pusa Studios? It is, right? Not totally destroying that, am I? That's what I thought, see? I know you. Erica made it. Erica. Pusha. I'm so sorry. Pusha. Pusha Studios. Is that better? I will try and remember. You know how it is. They just got to hear the whole story of all the beginning for a while now. And now I think it's probably time to get into answering questions, because those were some interesting questions. Plus, I only found 2 questions that were asked on Twitter. So if anybody else asked any questions and I didn't respond to them, I apologize. I just missed it. So feel free to just throw it in the chat here. I'm so glad you made it, Erica. I asked them to tag you. I'm like, Erica's going to miss it, and then she's going to be upset. Okay, so what I found, I know one of the questions was, if I could make any rule that everyone in the world had to follow, what rule would it be? And the rule that I would say, thank you, Shannon. The rule that I would say would be that everybody is kind to one another. I mean, it's common courtesy and it makes sense. And even if you don't like somebody, you don't have to be cruel to them. Kindness matters more than so many other things. I mean, it can overcome so many other things. So yeah, I think that kindness matters most. And yes, I did see that somebody answered my question on there. And I see they're not here as of yet. So their answer doesn't count. And I didn't steal it from them. They were answering my question. You saw that, right, Pusha? And I'm trying to remember what the other question was, because I couldn't find my tweet. Because I do too much on Twitter lately. And I filled my Twitter with so much stuff. Oh, wait. Tweets and replies. That makes sense, doesn't it? If I look there, I'll probably find it. Probably. Oh, no wonder why. Wait, did it not? Oh, okay. So I don't know if you guys saw earlier. Andrew, did you ever see that I gave you bunny ears in that picture, in that selfie? I had fun with that. I was trying to get everybody to have bunny ears, but I was not able to do so. But I did get Andrew to have bunny ears. Okay, how many days ago did I tweet that question? Good Lord. I definitely am on Twitter way too much. Come on. It's only 21 hours ago. Are you kidding me? All right, wait. It was like 4 or 5 days ago, wasn't it, guys? I swear I'll find it. I swear I will. I got a new cushion for my tushy this week. It feels much better as I sit here. I tell you what, it was getting a little rough editing, sitting in this chair without having the memory foam that I now have. I like memory foam. Memory foam is good. What's the matter, Tucker? He's having bad dreams. Oh, and by the way, Erica, I love your song because you got high. You seem to just be sitting there enjoying it. You know, you didn't do any singing. You just sort of enjoyed the singing and the song. There were moments where I thought you might have been frozen because you weren't moving at all. At all. All right, I'm almost there. I know I am. This is what I do when I am looking for something. I make weird noises and I sing and I make up songs. And by the way, congratulations to so many of you here. We have Weaves hit 3,000. You guys hit how many again, Pusha? Yes, it was your question about the Super Bowl. Thank you. That was the other question. Hi, the Army Gamer. I should have just stuck around. I would have seen the question instead of scrolling. 2,500 for a Pusha Studio. See, I'm going to have to keep correcting myself a little bit there. I know Doug did all the work, but still, let's see. Who else? I know we have other, Michael hit 1,000, right? I mean, everybody's just going up. Okay, so Pusha Studios' question was, if I had 60 seconds, a 60-second commercial during the Super Bowl, what would I use it for? And I would use it for two things. I would use 30 seconds of it to encourage people who are in domestic abuse situations to get out of it and to remember their own self-worth and to love themselves. And the other 30 seconds I would use to educate people about the LDN, because I think about fibromyalgia and the LDN as quickly as possible. And I can talk pretty fast. You guys know that. So that's what I would use my full minute for, because this channel's, all about the music. Hi, Charlene. All about my music, and it's all about me sharing it and the joy that I get from it. But it's also, there are parts of it about doing exactly that. And I feel like if I can help one person, if I can make a difference to one person, that's more important than the music even. So yeah, that's what I would use my 60 seconds for. Now, I also, Justin hit 1,000 earlier this week. See, I knew there were more. I mean, we all grow together, right? We rise up. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see my 365th song today, but if you did not, that is the song. It is Rise Up. And that is exactly why I chose it, because it just feels to me like everybody can rise up together. Let's see. Juliet, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for coming. Let's see. What did I miss in the chat over here? Anyone have any questions in the chat? If not, I found some of those funky questions online, and I can answer a few of those if you guys want. Because I think I've told you my whole life story in the first 30 minutes of the stream. Or at least most of it. Is Cousin Dave's video that addictive? I don't know. Who's Cousin Dave? Oh, your cousin. I'm going to have to watch it. Have I seen it yet? You're asking Dottie. That makes much more sense because I haven't seen Cousin Dave's video yet. I did subscribe to Dave, though. And that's another nice thing. Why do I sing? I've always sung. As a child, my mother filled the house with music, all sorts of music. My father, my biological father, when I was really young, he would sit around and he'd play the guitar. I remember Puff the Magic Dragon is one of the first songs I remember him singing as a child. Now, as an adult, I know what it means, but as a kid, I didn't know that. Hey, Big T Coins, thank you for coming to the stream. Welcome, welcome. But music's always like defined throughout my life. It's always been there for me. Bottle Caps, welcome, Bottle Caps. Thank you so much for coming. It's always been there for me, It's how I expressed myself. And once I was able to actually sing in public, which did not happen until I was in my 30s. Excuse me. it became like a therapy for me. I would go out, and when I was angry, I would sing angry chick songs. And when I was happy, I'd sing happy songs. And when I was sad, I'd sing sad songs. Okay, CJ, we don't use that word. If you would like people to check out your channel, you can always tell us a little bit about your channel in the chat, but please do not ask people to subscribe to you. You know, we honestly, if you are looking to grow your channel, please take a look at the networking list that is here on my channel. You will find an amazing array of channels. Every single one of them are networking channels where you can go and you can get to know other people and you can tell them a little bit about your channel, including Pusha Studios, who I am now saying the name properly. So, you know, feel free to check that out, but do not come in here with you get me, I get you sort of thing. I will, there's also a video. If somebody doesn't mind, could you please grab the I learned the hard way video from my channel and just drop it in the chat here in case they would like to know more about why they should not be doing that. Hi, Instant. Oh, I said hi to you before, didn't I? I'm so sorry. My brain is not always here. That's got to be my Twitter again. It is. Good night, Weaves. Thank you so much for being here, sweetie. Sleep well. Congratulations again. By the way, Weaves is going to be doing my new banner. And as if don't know if you've seen, I have new, look for it's under my, it's under the vlog area, under the, trying to think what the heck my vlog's name is, Life Goes On area. And I know what that is. And you're looking for the TWG7 Learns the Hard Way About. And it's going to be about networking. Do you follow me, Shannon? Okay, good. All right. Yeah, he's going to be doing my new banner, and I'm looking forward to it. I figured as I am changing, because my focus isn't going to be on my Project 365 anymore, that it means that it's time to change some things. So I have my new thumbnails. I'm looking that way, aren't I? I have my new thumbnails, and I'm trying to think what else I'm changing on there. My new schedule, and I'll have my new banner. And oh, another thing, I don't even know if you guys know this. Are you aware that, there we go. I'm still going to be singing Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And I am also a part of another channel. It is called Smule Nation. And I decided what I'm going to put over there is the songs that are my favorites to sing. And I have 2 songs there so far. And I'm probably going to put one up a week. Waves is also a part of that. Tis Lisa is a part of it. My brain is not going to go there for me. So feel free to throw names if you know. Still here, Weaves? Because I know there's more people involved. I just don't remember everybody's name right now off the top of my head. I know Weave says. But yeah, so that's called Smule Nation. And you can find me over there also. Please feel free to go check it out. There's a variety of us there. There's a variety of different. Thank you, Jimbo French, Lulu Wills. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. See, I knew I was forgetting people. Brain not always working. Yeah, so I'm going to be putting some of my favorite songs to sing there. And so far, there are 2 of them there. And so I'll still be singing. And I have some gaming footage because I am a gamer also. Don't worry, Weez, I am not ever going to step into your territory. But what I do, I said do. My hands spaz all the time because of my nerve damage. And it, Red Jams, hi honey. I don't know, Dottie. My makeup's a mess here. And brain stopped again. See what happened? Rant, you walked into the room and my brain went, blah. It does. It does help with it. It helped a lot when I got sick. When I first got sick and I couldn't leave the house and I couldn't get out of bed. That was when I first got my first Xbox. And before that, it was always my kids, they got everything. I got nothing. But I got my first Xbox then. And the first game I played was Red Dead Redemption. And I am over the moon that Red Dead 2 is coming out. But I just remember being on a horseback, riding through the Wild West and being out at a bar and getting in a bar fight, which I never did in real life. I had arguments, but I never got a fight, but it was in some way like free. I felt like I was out of my home, and it really was really helpful in that way. So yeah, when I play my video games, it's helpful for that. But the footage I have, a lot of it is because of the hand spasms. I do these wonderful things where I shoot the wrong person or get shot or walk off a cliff. And they're really funny gaming fails. So I have a bunch of gaming fails footage that I've been saving up and I haven't done anything with because it's going to take time to go through and sort through. And if I have time on my hands, it may end up on my channel. You never know. Like I said, I'm still going to sing. It's just going to be not as often. And it's just going to be more focused too. It'll give me more time to really, I won't have to settle and put it out there in a way that's how do I put it? There are times where I've sung songs and I've put them up before I feel they're ready. You know what I mean? And this way I can sing the song. And if I'm not happy with it, I can go back the next day and do it again. And not feel rushed as I'm doing it too. Uh-oh, what happened? I lost my chat. Chat is back. Did you guys lose me for a second? Thank you, Simply Shannon. You are simply a sweetheart. Divine Tiffany, I missed you. I'm so sorry. Welcome to the stream. Are you having a good night, Ranch Jams? My all-time favorite song to sing. That's a problem for me. Hey, Needy. Welcome to the stream, Needy. I don't know. It's so hard. For me, it's there's so many different songs that, depending on my mood, really is what determines what my favorite song of the day is even, I love Landslide. Love it. I love Walking in Memphis. I love Video, the song I sang the other day. That one, wow. That one really, my girl is here. Hey, girl, you made it. Thank you for coming to the stream. You like to sing 99 bottles of beer on the wall? Well, we can make that happen, Bottle Caps. Just come on over to Smule. Find me. I am Timey, Girl 7. And I will sing 99 bottles of beer on the wall with you. I promise. Thank you. It's my first time all alone. I've always done it on other people's channels, and I've never been alone. I've always played lots of games and stuff like that. I was late last night to my stream last night. Well, I was late. I fell asleep. I hadn't slept all night the night before. Hey, Driftwood. Thank you for coming. Welcome to the stream. Good night, Teeth Frog. Thank you, sweetie. It was a pleasure having you. You're welcome anytime. I'm trying to think. Drift Away. I always love that song. Drift Away was always, see, you got me thinking. I said Driftwood, Drift Away. That's a really good song, too. Jib Entertainment. Welcome, welcome. It's my first stream ever, Jib. That's why you never caught one before. I've never had a stream on this channel other than the little 5-minute one just to check and see what that annoying noise was that we never identified. I still think it's the pool cleaner that was annoying everybody. The only problem with that song, with Drift Away, is that when I would go to karaoke, when I started going to karaoke, I had met this group of karaoke friends. And one of them, I can now firmly say she was a friend of me, but at the time I just thought that she was, you know, a wise guy, very sarcastic. We've had our issues through the years, but I've learned the hard way, you know, as usual. But she would, that was the other song, Easy Like Sunday Morning. She would do things like when I sang Easy Like Sunday Morning, make a sign and stand behind me that said, like, I was easy like Sunday morning. Nice people. Yeah. And I know it's funny, unless you're the person standing up there singing. He's going to tour once a month now. See, I know the skinny. I know the dealio. Yes, thank you very much. I am in shock. I was, we've had 2 raids. 2 raids. I'm blown away by that. You guys are really good at asking questions, Pusha. Have you had practice by any chance? This old stoner. Welcome to the stream, honey. I am thrilled to have you. It is my pleasure and honor to have you here. You like that one, right? You have some really good questions, though. You really do. I'm like, uh-oh. When you came with that football question, I went, oh, what have I opened the door to? I would not complain, but I know I do have to leave everybody wanting, but I won't go quite yet. How about we aim for 11:30? We'll stick around to 11:30, and then I'll come back another day. I will have to figure out which day I'm going to do the live stream, because I am going to do a live stream week. It is settled. I absolutely going to do it. You're on a raid? Oh, that's okay. Just stay with us. There's only one thing. I think we're only 15 more minutes. I can wait till then. Hey, Regan. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. I did not sing any today at all. Not a one. Did you get a chance to see my 365th song? I mean, oh my God. I worked on that for 6 months. I got the idea 6 months ago and I was like, oh yeah, this is how I'm going to have to do this. If you haven't seen it yet, I sang the same song every month for 6 months, once a month. And then I took them and I edited them together. And I put them all together. And that was today's song. So it is the progression of the if I wish I'd thought of it a year ago, because I would have done the progression of the year. But it's the progression of me over the last 6 months, including my hair colors and my weight loss and my vocal abilities and my editing skills. And I put them all together today. But no, I didn't sing anything today. Everything that I put up there for everyone to sing, to join, I put up there a couple of days ago. And I was going to do something with them today, but I never got around to it. So that is going to be coming in the upcoming days. I will be taking them, and I'm probably going to be making a medley. Thank you. I put them on purpose. I'm like, honey, it's not raining. I could use lights, right? I had him put those up for me not too long after we moved in here. I was like, I want this sparkly lights. So I went and I bought them, and all he had to do was put them up. More Rant Jams music. Look at that. Hold on 10 minutes, Needy, and then you can go watch it. Because I did not figure out how to get OBS working before the stream, so I wasn't able to pull it up for you, because that was one of the things I was going to do. But I did record Pusha Studios tutorial. I just didn't have a chance to watch it. I left that entire tutorial stream running through the entire thing, and there's this amazing button on this laptop that all I have to do is press one button and it records it all. My chat keeps going out on me. I don't know why. Is the stream going out? Am I buffering? Thank you, honey. Love you, Pusha. Get some rest. So let's see. I'm going to go up to the questions. Now there's 50 of them, and I'm not going to get through 50 of them in the next 10 minutes. So let's see. Let me see if I can, how can I'll pull this one out, pull it separate. There we go. Ha-ha. I figured it out. No, I don't want it big. I want it minimum. There we go. I made it smaller, and now I can not only read it, but I can read the questions on the chat. Sleep well, Emmanuel. Have a good night. I will see you soon. Oh, very glad. I don't know why the chat keeps like popping in and out. I'm glad I'm not buffering though. All right, let's see. Nobody cares what my favorite candle scent is, right? And I don't want any celebrities to be my brothers or sisters, because they're people just like you and I. And you know what? Honestly, I'm good with the brothers and sisters I have. I don't need to have any others. Let's see. You want to know the candle scent? I guess I would say vanilla, because vanilla is not offensive or too strong, right? Can you imagine? Like, I can't stand the strong scented ones. I don't know. Pusha, do you have that thing where you have overly strong sense of smell. Like you can smell things stronger than hypersensitive smelling. There we go. Don't eat the candles. It's not good for you. And Shannon, do you have that? Do you guys have the hypersensitive sense of smell? Ooh, that's how it used to be for me. Now it's all the time. Oh, please. I always care. Silly. But do you, Shannon? Yeah, it's bad. I can't stand those smells. Ooh. Those will give me migraines. Yeah, I get a whiff of something and I have been known to run around my kitchen searching for where it's coming from. And I've cleaned the entire house searching for this horrible smell. And you know what? 9 out of 10 times it turns out to be the lid of my garbage can. One thing on the lid. It drives me crazy. So now I clean the garbage can lid first, at least. Roast beef scented candles. That might be something I could see Lowe's girl wanting. Let's see. Do I know a hoarder? Yeah, we're not going to talk about that one. Hey, Crip 6. Do you really? See, that would give me such a headache, but that's always been that way for me with the pine trees. Some of these don't make any sense. What would you name your son if you had one? I have 2 sons. One is named Randy and one is Jeremy. I have 1 daughter. Her name is Alyssa, and it's spelled properly with an Alissa. That's disturbing, Pusha. Okay, I'm going to tell you something, though. Do not ever, 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 ever drink bacon vodka. It's disgusting, and you will never, ever, ever want to even have the smell of bacon anywhere near you for a very long time after that. I tasted bacon for 3 days after drinking that. It was really disgusting. Really disgusting. It was horrid. I don't know why anybody would want whiskey and cigarette smell. Unless they were drunk and smoking. Yeah, bacon vodka, it's gross. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. It's not something you want. Let's see. Have I read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? I read all of the Harry Potter, watched the Hunger Games, and the Twilight movies. I will admit it. But I'd rather have an American or British accent. Well, I've had both because I pick up accents very easily. And I had a exchange student friend in elementary school from across the pond, and I had picked up her accent, and everyone thought I was making fun of her, and I was not. And she got it, thank God. But other people thought I was making fun of her, and I just couldn't. I couldn't help it. It just happened. My mother did not go to college. I've never taken karate lessons, though I have had my children take karate lessons. Okay, I have a question for the chat. And I'm going to just ask it very simply. If you know who this is, press the number 1. Because I don't want to discuss just in case. I just want to see. I should say, if you don't know who this is, press the number 1. That makes more sense. If you do not know who this is, do you know who Kermit the Frog is? If you do not know who Kermit the Frog is, press the number 1. You don't know. Oh, wait. I changed it. So do you know or not know, Shannon? Now I confused myself. You know who Kermit is, don't you, Shannon? Why is he? Well, I just thought it was odd that this is one. I'm trying to peek around. Oh, I was very jealous of Miss Piggy. I was very jealous of Miss Piggy when I was growing up. I wanted to be Miss Piggy. Because one of the questions on these 50 questions is, do you know who Kermit the Frog is? I don't know anybody who doesn't know who Kermit the Frog is. Let's see. The first amusement park I've ever been to. I don't remember the name of it. It's on Long Island. And it's a small amusement park. Isn't that a weird question? That's what I thought. Though I will say this. There was a point where there was a younger guy who wanted to date me. And I had no interest whatsoever. And he kept bothering me. And he was drunk. And I was a little tipsy at the time. And I said to him, if you can tell me who this person is, I will go on one date with you. And he said, okay. And I asked him if he knew who Bozo the Clown was. And I'm dating myself. I recognize this. But I asked him if he knew who Bozo the Clown was. And his response was to say, oh, wait, yeah, I know who that is. Isn't it the clown from In Living Color? Now, if you know who Bozo the Clown is, you know he is not the clown from In Living Color. And if you know who the clown from In Living Color is, that is Homie the Clown. Totally different than Bozo the Clown. Totally different than Bozo the Clown. And yeah, not that much younger. No, I could never date anyone that much younger. So yeah, I was like, dude, you're like my son's age. It's not gonna happen. And he was so excited when he thought it was Homie the Clown. He really was super excited. Hey, Kentucky girl, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you. I'm super duper excited that I posted my song number 365. Really excited. I don't want to go. I said I'd go at 11:30, but I don't want to go. What do you guys think? Should I go? Should I leave you guys wanting? Or should I stay for a little while longer? I don't know. I have to get my meds if I stay. A year bothers you? Wow, no. See, I've dated 2 years younger than me, but not any younger than that. And that was, I really liked Bozo. I had a Bozo doll, and he got lost when we moved from one place to another, and I made my mother go buy me another Bozo. And I know he's a clown, and people don't like clowns, but I liked him a lot, a real lot. I sort of love me some Bozo. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can get through any more of these stupid questions that are here, because these are pretty stupid questions. Is my father bald? Not that I'm aware of. Fun fact, my father is neighbors with, my biological father is neighbors with, now I gotta remember. I do this every time because I always forget it. I love this band. This is the kicker for me. I love this band. Hang on, I'm gonna look up the name of the band because I forgot him again. I didn't even look it up. See, I didn't even get that far. Zach Brown. His neighbors was Zach Brown. Zach Brown goes next door and knocks on my father's door because my father makes his own homemade wine. And he drinks the homemade wine that my dad makes. And they sit around and they drink together. I think that is one of the biggest reasons why I am annoyed that my father could never get it together enough for me to go visit. Oh, see, now that's freaky, Dottie. I'm not big into Pennywise. Bozo's different than Pennywise. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Go get some sleep. You have a wonderful night. I'll see you again real soon. I do not think I have ever had Indian food. That is one of the questions. Have I ever had Indian food? Do I prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Neither. I've never seen The Notebook or read The Notebook. And Titanic, I think it's really stupid that Rose did not share that damn door with him. If you love him that much, why did you not share the door? It was plenty big enough for both of you. Oh, that doesn't sound like fun to me, Shannon. I haven't seen it. Right, Reagan? See? I'm telling you. She should have shared the door. Okay, let's see. The name of my favorite restaurant. Well, I don't remember it. I know. And he had his own dolls. He was big. He was a big doll. I slept with him every night. I would have shared the door too. I mean, if you love Jack that much, move the heck over. There's plenty of room on the door. You can cling to it together. Get some sleep, sweetie. I love you. Thank you. You get your rest. You take care of yourself. And tell the baby that Auntie Timey says hi. Right? Tons of merch. Let's see. The name of my favorite restaurant, it's an Italian place, a little hole in the wall in New Jersey. One of the first places my husband and I went to. I think I went there for one of our anniversaries, but it's this amazing place that it's bring your own bottle, and they have a liquor store right next door, and they feed you, and they feed you, and they feed you, and they feed you. And you might have to wait a while to get in, but the food's so freaking good. And you order an appetizer, but they bring you 3 because 2 of them come with the meal. You just sit down and you get an appetizer. You get a big bowl of salad. They have hot, fresh bread that's amazing. I'm making myself hungry. I'm going to move on. It's really good Italian food. But I also like sushi. And I like, what else? I like everything. I like food. Food's good. Food's yummy. Food. I like food. Not spicy food, though. Spicy food is not good for me. Spicy food doesn't like me, I should say. Right? I'm getting hungry. Now, how would I know the answer? These are stupid questions. Are you ready? Hello, Lady of Lake Fork. Welcome. Are you ready for the next stupid question? What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I don't know. I wasn't born yet. They didn't tell me what they were going to name me if I were the opposite gender. Does anybody in the chat know what they would be named if they were the opposite gender? Unless your name is a name that like could be either one. Or is it just me thinking these are stupid questions? You know this answer. Wow, you know the answer. Now, is that pronounced arson or arson? Boise? Like arsenic. Okay. That's a little scary. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you have a twin, so no. Oh, a twin brother. Gotcha. I don't know. My mother just never discussed that with me. She never told me what I would be if I were a boy. Wow. Okay. I like that, though. It's unique. Thankfully, you're a girl. Yes. I agree. And does it mean the same thing in Russia now? Or does it mean something different? It does. Wow. Okay. And why would they think that, like, that would be a good name? It's an old. Okay. I got you. So I'm thinking maybe they're thinking, like, it's, like, for a boy, it's, like, strong in a way. Like, you'll take down all your enemies sort of thing. I don't know. Because your mama, Reagan's mom was high. And so was mine, by the way. I swear I did not realize till I was an adult that I probably had a contact high throughout my childhood. I remember there being bongs in the living room of studio apartments, you know. So yeah, there was probably contact high most of my childhood. There was a lot of hitchhiking, that's for sure. I remember that. Get out. That's just mean. Okay, wait. They both go from name day calendar they liked, and then again, unless the favorites, so on until they got one girl, one boy name. Okay. See, at least you had a story there. Like, my mom liked my name because she liked the meaning behind it, but she never told me, like, how. Yeah, race car is not nice. I knew a boy named, what the heck was his name? Oh, God. He was like a freaking Marvel comic guy. I swear, like, it was Thor. Who names their kid Thor? Like, Thor. We all thought, like, Marvel Comics, you know? And I only remember him because he was mean to me. Thor was mean to me. Let's see. Do you have a nickname and what is it? Well, we all have nicknames here, don't we? Let's see. Dewey Butts. Oh my God. Did you laugh on the phone? don't know. Oh, you laugh. Annie could hear you. Oh, that's just wrong. Shannon, you have to learn how to hold it in until you hang up. Let them think you have a cold or put them on hold. I'm sorry, I gotta take the call. Then you pick back up again. I could teach y'all the tricks. Dottie? Oh, yeah. Dottie grew up in Niagara Falls, New York. That's just mean. Who the heck would name their kid Dewey Butts? That's just wrong. It's really wrong. People are cruel in this world sometimes. Have you ever, okay, after asking the name of your favorite restaurant, they ask if I've ever been to Olive Garden. Okay. Let's see. I was wondering if Ashley ever was able to meet up with her. Because I know she was in the area. She went to Niagara Falls. Right? That's just, oh. I can't even imagine being named Dewey Butts and being in school. Now, they ask how old I was when I found out that Santa wasn't real. Santa's not real. Santa's real. Don't they know that? You see, there was a Santa Claus at one point, and he was very much real. And when he got too old to when he got too old to pass out the presents, what he did was other people took up the gauntlet for him. And it's been passed down and passed down and passed down through generations. Santa is very much real. These people do not know what they're talking about. Uh-oh. Maybe it's because you didn't need to know the story of Santa. Needs more subs. Needy, do you know that Santa is real? Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Now, do you know that Santa is real, Needy? Has always been real. It's not a figment of people's imagination. He's real. He just passed the gauntlet along to others to carry on the practice. Isn't that cool? It's true. I swear. That's what I told my kids too. How many pairs of shoes do I currently own? I don't know. Not that many though, because my feet don't fit into shoes. What are these grandkids doing to you, Shannon? You need to tell them he's real. He always has been real. He's not imaginary. He's real. Saint Nicholas. Right? Well, you'll find the ambassador for Santa now. The gauntlet is passed on. Where do I buy my jeans? I don't buy jeans. Jeans hurt. Exactly. That is exactly what I have told my children also. But then you know what my kids started telling me? Santa only brings us board games, Mom. We don't like board games. And I told them, well, maybe he wants you to get along better. So he wants you to play some games together and get along better. Hey, he bought me a laptop a few years ago for me and Greg to share because we needed a new laptop. So he brought us a laptop. It didn't break until this year, so it did pretty good. And can I whistle? No, I cannot whistle. I cannot whistle. Fun fact, I can't whistle. There's a difference between being bad and naughty. You can be a little naughty. Just don't be bad. I've been on Santa's naughty list for many years now, but he likes that. Well, guys, I think I am going to go now because I'm getting sore and I have to go and take my meds and get into a comfortable chair and lounge back and probably play We Happy Few. What's the problem? You haven't been on the naughty or the bad list? Is that what the problem is? Shannon, thank you all for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. It's been fun. I hope you had a good time. Who was it? I'm trying to think. Oh, it was Will's World. I know that Erica. I know lots of, you guys know musicians, people who play instruments. Please tell them to DM me on Twitter. I have ideas that I would like to discuss with them. Okay. Thank you guys again so much. I appreciate you guys so much just being here. And seriously, if it weren't for the support that you have given me through this time, I don't think I would have made it. So thank you very much for allowing me to share the joy that I receive in singing with you guys. I will definitely push up. But that's right, you play, don't you? I can't wait to tell you all about it. Much, much love. Much, much love. I will see you all again real soon. Take care. Thank you, Dottie. Thank you, Erica. I love you. Call me tomorrow, girl. You will. I am going to do it weekly. I just have to figure out exactly what night works best. And what night works best for other things. And we'll go from there. Take care, everybody. If you have not hit the like button, please hit it on your way out, because I forgot to ask everybody to hit the like button. Bye, guys. Good night. Take care. And don't forget, rock on, my wild ones. Rock on.